Just have a look at this beautiful sky. Blue as blue, not a cloud in the sky. And yes, that's my washing you can see in the background. Welcome back to my channel. We have just finished watching a movie and we're having a lazy, lay-back day. Unfortunately, we're not going to make it to the pool because it is far too hot outside, and I reckon we would burn to a crisp this time of the day. Great news, my sister is already, she's already in Almurra, which is Northern Rivers of New South Wales. So she's only a matter of, say, 3 hours away. They are really making good time. I just asked her whether she was actually in a plane, and because honestly, she's traveling so fast, it's unbelievable. But great news is she'll be here by tonight. Yay! It's party time, it's party time, it's party time, it's party time. No, joking. I don't party at my age. I'm far too old for that nonsense. And besides, I really don't feel well in this heat. I thought I'd fare pretty well this time of the year, being that I've had, well, that I'm 2 months post-op bypass, but unfortunately this heat is my killer. It really makes me feel so uncomfortable, it's not funny. And quite often on days like this I find myself well, either with the head in the bowl of the toilet vomiting with nothing to sort of throw up except fluid generally. I don't know, there's something just doesn't feel right, and I don't know what it is. It's got me beat. Last night, even when I went to lay down on the bed, I almost lost my breath. It was almost like I found it really hard to breathe. I don't know, for the last week I haven't been feeling well at all. Actually, probably for the last, say, 2-3 weeks even. You know, but nothing will ever, I have no regrets about having the bypass surgery. Already I can see the weight that I've lost, down to 105 kilos from 123. That's pretty bloody good effort, considering that I find it very difficult to get out of bed some days with my back pain, and that's probably why it's sore, because I am in bed. But look, the pain clinic finally admitted that my condition is long term, and you know, medication wise I have to try and, you know, tweak it so that I'm probably not on certain medications to the extent of what I am now, which is good. I'm glad I'm coming off some of those medications, but unfortunately the pharmacist did admit that my condition is obviously one not to be taken lightly. It's something that's going to be there for a lifetime, and I will be on a lifetime of medication. So if I can come off the opioids and just be on the inflammation medication, I'd be so over the moon. I'd be wrapped. I'm on opioids now, and although they don't think, well, he didn't mention that it was a large dose, that's good to hear. I could possibly survive on what I'm on at the moment. And to be honest with you, some days I'm barely hanging in there on the current medication regime. But I tell you what, I fight to old Billy O that it's something that I hold close to my heart, and I will endeavour to do my very, very bestest not to increase my medication by any more than what I'm already on. If anything, to lower it. Another thing, he wanted to standardise a medication called pregabalin, which is also called Lyrica. Excuse the way I pronounce the generic name. Standardise it, so morning and night I take the same amount. At the moment I'm on a weaker amount in the morning, I think, and a larger amount in the night. So either way, after Christmas I'll be coming down to a standardised amount. I'm also on a medication called Cymbalta, and that apparently is used for depression and anxiety. However, it's also used through recent, because it's only a fairly new medication to the pain world. So it hasn't been used for pain much in the past. It's been used for depression, and I was on that 2 years ago, so I'm back on that now. So that alone, and then if we weaken the amitriptyline, which is the NDEP apparently is also helping with the dry mouth. In other words, I get a complete, really bad dry mouth. Lyrica, of course, helps to retain the fluid in the body. So the more I can come down off these drugs, the better off I will be for the long term, especially weight-wise. I've had the surgery, but I don't want the Lyrica to sort of take over and keep the weight on. So I obviously prefer to come down as much as I can off that as well. So I've gone from talking about the weather to my medication regime. Go figure, I tell you. That's another thing about this pain regime, is it does your head in. The Lyrica gives me brain fog, and I try so hard to fight it, but unfortunately it betters me. It really does my head in, as I said. So there's only positives. Now, although I do have peripheral neuropathy, I didn't know I had that until just before I went on the Lyrica. And when I went on the Lyrica, my peripheral neuropathy went away. So I can't come off. I want to be able to sort of wean off that, but not to the extent where I start to get the peripheral neuropathy, where I start to feel the symptoms of the peripheral neuropathy, the burning of the feet, the pins and needles. And that was fairly bad. It was actually keeping me up at nights. So, yeah, all right. So that's another thing I need to consider. There's so much to consider when you're on so much medication. And although it may not be a lot to some other people, it's a lot for me. I've never been on much type of... The only medication I've been on in the past is my insulin and my oral tablets for my kidneys, cholesterol, and kidneys. I think I've just mentioned that. Yeah, so to me it's not a lot of medication, and at the moment I can probably decrease a lot of the pain stuff so that I'm not on this is where I'm at a loss, really. My pharmacist, who is a government pharmacist, is up to speed a hell of a lot when it comes to pharmaceuticals. So getting the advice from him means the world. And by him saying to me that a manageable amount is what I'm already on anyway, doesn't make me feel as though I'm on a troublesome amount of pain medication at the moment. I used to be on the Valium and also on the fentanyl prior to surgery, pre-surgery, but with post-surgery, since surgery, I've not taken any Valium, Endone, or I've come off the fentanyl patch. So that's a lot of medication that I've come off. Now, although I've lost that weight, to be honest with you, my pain hasn't lessened any more than what it was prior. I guess it must have. That's a stupid statement to make, really, because I've come off the Valium, I've come off the fentanyl, and I've come off the endone. So I must have had more pain before than what I have now. So by saying that, brain fog, and this is what I mean, and some days I'm okay with it, but others I haven't. This has been part of my problem too, with not being able to YouTube it a lot, because I can't get the oomph or the energy to just do anything, because the days that I am well, you know, I'm busy looking after myself diet-wise, lunch-wise, breakfast-wise, dinner-wise, because no one's at home during those times, sometimes of those periods. So it's a bit difficult. But obviously over Christmas, things will be a little bit different as well, because my daughter will be home a lot more. And my husband, well, he's still working and he's not taking a break over Christmas because it's only a new job, which is so fair's fair. Anyway, I think I have rambled on long enough today. I think I'm going to leave it at my current vlogs for today. I hope everyone is doing well and fighting fit, no matter where you are in this big old world of ours. Don't forget, there's always someone close and handy, hopefully, if you're feeling down, even if it means it's a phone call. You know, call some sort of lifeline service, charity organisation. It's a hard time of the year, this time of the, you know, Christmas. And I can totally understand where loneliness fits into life's, you know, hardest moments, especially this time of the year. So no matter where you are, always think that there is someone that does care for you, even if they are a stranger. They're just a phone call away. Take it easy, have a Merry Christmas, but I will be seeing you prior to Christmas. So until then, as I normally say, bye for now.